Hi again. Okay, so we're going to move on to a few more stretches that you can do at your desk or at your kitchen table. So I've already done a section that's mainly just focusing on shoulders, so you could maybe tag this on to those shoulder stretches, or you could run this one on its own. So we're looking for about 5-10 minutes of just nice stretches you can do just to get the body mobilised a little bit, so a bit more focus on the spine and on the back in this section. Okay then, so first of all I want you to sit in your chair. Make sure you've got a little bit of room either side so you can spread your arms out. We're going to come up into standing. You can do a few exercises seated and then come up to standing. So feet flat on the floor, just sitting up nice and tall in the chair. So sit bones nice and even, anchoring down onto your chair pad, lifting up through the spine, lifting up through the top of the head, so finding space between the vertebrae. Shoulders are down, belly button drawing away from your t-shirt, hands are just down either side of the body. Palms are going to face out, and as you inhale, you're just going to sweep the hands up and over. Palms just coming together, breathing out to sweep the arms back down, palms facing down. 2 more like this. So inhale, palms up, and exhale, palms down. So again, some nice deep breaths in as well. Really important to get good breathing into your day, so take breaks to get some nice breathing as well, even if it's just for a minute. If you've got an Apple Watch, you know, there's a little app on there that will do that. I'm sure the other watches do that too, but really good to get some good breaths in when you're so focused on what you're doing on your computer, on your laptop. Okay, let's bring the shoulders up towards the ears and then release. So little shoulder shrugs now. So sitting up nice and tall, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then release. So just trying to release a little bit of tension there that might have built up in the tops of the shoulders, in those traps muscles. Okay, one more, just shrugging up and releasing. And then let's just take a couple of little circles around, just 2 or 3 in each direction, just enough to get the blood flowing into those joints. And as I say, I've already done a section on shoulder stretching, so if you want to go and run that stretch first, or after this one maybe. Okay, next I'd like you to just position yourself towards the front of your chair. You want to be able to slide one hand down the front legs of your chair for this one. So we're going to come into a little bit of work for the spine now. So bring your right hand just to the top of your chair there, top of the chair leg. Left hand is going to reach up, so you're going to reach your fingertips up. So get a nice stretch up through those fingertips. And then you're going to side bend. So as the right hand slides down the chair leg, your left hand is just going to arch over, opening out the left hand side of your body, feeling a nice stretch here between the ribs in those intercostal muscles. Trying to keep both of your sit bones down, so try not to let that left bum cheek lift up. Okay, let's switch sides. Right bum cheek. Let's switch sides. So left hand coming to the top of the chair leg, right hand reaching up. So get that nice stretch up first through the fingers, and then let's slide the left hand down the chair leg as you reach the right hand over. So both sit bones anchoring down through the chair. Let's come back up, one more each side like this. So just a nice way to just get that feedback using the chair to slide the hand down the chair leg. It's just going to get us a nice, really nice stretch. Okay, last time onto the left. Side bending over towards the left. Reaching that right hand up and over. Just checking that you've got that other shoulder drop down. And then we're going to come back up to seated. Just take a little roll out with the shoulders. And then we're going to bring the arms in front into a little Cossack position. Just check your posture, that you're sitting up nice and tall still, lifting up through the top of the head. Belly button drawn away from your t-shirt, shoulders down. Okay, so the hips are facing forwards. They're not going to move so easily in this position as we come into a little spine twist. So breathing out to just rotate to one side. Inhale back to center, grow a little bit taller up through the spine. Exhale to take it to the other side. Okay, coming back to center, growing that little bit taller and rotate away to the other side. So try to keep those elbows lifted, shoulders down, belly button drawing in, hips facing forwards. And try to keep a nice equal weight between both sit bones, and just take a little notice of your knees. Are your knees shifting? Are they trying to move? If you've got a little ball or a cushion, maybe you could pop that between your knees just to stop any movement between the knees. Let's just switch the hands so the other one's on top for the last couple here. Inhaling back to centre, growing taller, one more each side. And just move in with your body's natural movement. So don't take that rotation too far. You don't want to do yourself any damage, hurt yourself. So we're just moving with our natural range of movement. Okay, bring the arms down. Let's just take another little roll out of the shoulders here. And then we're going to come into our last exercise in the chair here, which is it's a little bit like our roll down at the same time as hugging a tree. I'm just going to turn sideways on so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall to start with. Taking a breath in as you sit nice and tall, nice equal weight between those sit bones. As you breathe out, nod your head, tuck your chin, and you're starting to C-shape that spine. So draw the belly button back, draw those lower vertebrae back, and you're going to lift the arms up in front and take the elbows wide as if you're hugging a tree. So the chin is tucked into the chest, eyes are down towards your lap. And then you're going to restack the spine. Hands are just going to lower back down, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders dropping down. Let's do two more like this. Breath in, breath out to nod the head, tuck the chin. Start that curl down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Belly button drawing back, scooping out the lower belly. Hands rising up in line with the shoulders. Just a bend through the elbows, hugging the tree. And hold here. Breathing in, breathing out to restack. Belly button's drawing back to keep you nice and strong as you lift up, restacking the spine, lowering the hands, lifting the head. Okay, one more. Breath in, breath out to nod the head, tuck the chin. Rippling down through those vertebrae, belly button drawing back, C-shape in the spine, arms lifting up in line with the shoulders, elbows nice and wide. Give that tree a hug. Chin into the chest. Take a breath in, out to the sides of the ribs, and then breathing out, restacking the spine. Hands are just going to lower, heads lifting up. Okay, hope you enjoyed that one. So then we're going to come up into a standing position and work through some standing stretches. Okay, so here we are in our standing position. Hopefully you can still see me just well enough. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little chest opener. So bringing the hands behind the back, interlocking the fingers, and drawing the shoulders back and down, and just lifting those hands up a little behind the back. So just a little chest stretch here. So lifting up through the top of the head, let's release. If you want to add something here, just checking the feet are hip width apart, and you're standing nice and tall, you've got that belly button drawing back, cores engaged. So arms are going to lift up, and as you do this, if you breathe out to just nod the head, tuck the chin, you can roll down and lift the arms up. So let's take a little bend through the knees to just keep nice and safe through the lower back. This is going to get you a bit of stretch into the spine, a bit of flexion into the spine, but also a bit of stretch into those hamstrings. Restacking the spine as you come back up. Lifting the head up last, so kind of combining our roll down with just drawing those hands up, or you can just stay and stand in, just lifting those hands up, focusing on drawing those shoulders back and down. Okay, let's release and take a little roll out here, and then we're going to come into our roll down. So standing with those feet hip width apart, lengthening up through the spine, lifting up through the top of the head, drop the shoulders down, taking a breath in here. Breathing out to nod the head, tuck the chin. Let's start rolling down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. So you don't need much room to do this one. Belly button tucking in, bottom's tucking in as if you're against a wall. Knees are soft, and you're rolling down through the spine, coming down towards the floor. Just taking it as low as it's comfortable for you. Let the arms go heavy. Maybe just letting those arms circle like a pendulum. So really heavy through the arms, that movement coming from the shoulder. Just letting the arms circle, small little circles in each direction. Hold here for an inhale. Breathing out to push up through the feet, belly buttons drawing back, starting to push up, straightening out those knees, restacking the spine. Slowly coming back up to standing, lowering the shoulders, lifting the head. Do one more like this. Inhale at the top, breathing out to nod the head, tuck the chin. Let's roll down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Belly button in, bottom tucking in, knees soft, rolling down towards the floor. Okay, so this time holding at the bottom. You can maybe lift alternate heels if that isn't too much of a challenge balance-wise and it doesn't make you feel dizzy being in this inverted position. It's just going to get you a little bit more stretch up the back of the legs. So if you've been sitting for a long time, it might feel nice for your hamstrings to get a little stretch out here at the same time as releasing your lower back. So the whole posterior chain, all the muscles at the back of the body getting a nice stretch out here. Okay, let's place both heels back down on the floor. Take a breath in. Breathing out, you're going to start to push up through those feet, straightening out the knees, restacking the spine, slowly coming back up. Shoulders rolling down, head lifts last. Okie doke, nearly lost my glasses with that one. Then I thought we could just take a couple of little ankle pedals. So just again with those feet hip width apart, you can take hands to hips and just simply rising up onto the balls of your toes, lifting the heel on the alternate foot. So just getting a little movement into the lower body when you've perhaps been sitting for a few too many hours. Let's hope not. Let's hope you're getting a stretch at least once in an hour. And you can take this nice and slow. You can speed it up a little if you want to feel a bit more dynamic for your movements. Okay, and then lowering both heels down. Then we can just use the back of the chair to just get a little hip flexor stretch into the top of the quads with a quad stretch. So just standing on one leg, taking a bend at the knee. Let's draw the heel in towards your bottom. Think about tucking the tailbone under. So as soon as you tuck that tailbone under, that's when you start to feel that pull into the front of the thigh, into the hip flexors at the top. You can lightly push those hips forwards if you need a little bit more stretch. So we're just going to hold here, a couple of breaths, and then switching it onto the other leg. So drawing that heel back, finding that tuck under with the tailbone. As soon as you tuck that tailbone under, the hips just naturally want to lightly push forwards a little bit, and that's when you just get a little bit more stretch into the top of that quad muscle on the front of the thigh, quad muscles. Okay, one last breath and releasing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found that useful, and I hope you have a productive rest of your day.